I'm back.
I for you, Jordis and cry for you. Do things when you want me to, like controller. Yeah.
Hey guys, so I know it's been a long time coming. I haven't done a video for you guys in over a year. Crazy, I know, I'm sorry. I'm currently on summer vacation, so now I have time. I'm a little disappointed in myself because I was supposed to start like a month ago. But I am here now. I am here with a new video for you guys. I really hope that this video will do as well as my last advice video. If you haven't seen it, you can go ahead and watch it right here. I had some of you guys send me in comments like thanking me for the video that I did and like thanking me for the advice, and it honestly just like warmed my heart. Thank you so much to everyone who watched it. It makes me so happy to know that, you know, people took something out of it. So thank you. So for today's video, I actually took a poll a while back on my Twitter account, which you can follow me on. I went on my Twitter and I asked some of my friends what I should make a video about, and I took a poll, and you guys chose anxiety and depression. So that's what I will be talking about today. You know, it's more of a touchy subject, more of a serious kind of concept, but I really think that it's something that's important, and I feel like I have some type of information to give to you that can help those of you who do, or those of you who know people that are going through anxiety and depression. Let's get to it. Alright, let's get serious. I'm just kidding, I have nothing written down. I don't know what I'm doing. First, I'm going to be talking about anxiety, kind of my experience with it, and what started it to begin with. Because I feel like for those of you that have anxiety, like everyone has a certain memory that they remember as to the first time that they had like a panic attack, or the first time that it really triggered within them. The first time I got a panic attack was probably 2 years ago, maybe. I had been, this is gonna sound really bad, I had been talking to a guy for quite some time. Things didn't particularly work out. It was I'd say one of my real like heartbreak, you know, it's so weird. You look like you're 12. Why are you having heartbreak? I obviously didn't take it very well, and I didn't really know how to cope with it. I'm kind of the person that just like keeps things to myself. I don't really express what I'm feeling or what I'm going through to other people. So, you know, I'm going out throughout my day, like my mom's supposed to have this little candle party later or whatever, but obviously, you know, I have this in the back of my mind, like, you know, I'm not talking to this guy anymore or whatever. The party starts and everybody's around, they're like looking at the candle products or whatever, you know. I'm just sitting on the couch. I wasn't really hungry, which is weird for me because I tend to eat my entire fridge. So I wasn't hungry, wasn't really eating too much, kind of just sitting there. I can't really remember what I was thinking, or maybe I wasn't thinking at all. I remember like texting my friend, but I don't remember what I was saying to her or what she was saying to me. Like, I don't remember that conversation at all. And my mom, she comes up to me and she's like, you know, are you okay? You seem kind of like weird, like you're not talking, or I wasn't socializing with any of the people. Like, I had family that were there and stuff like that, but I was just sitting there, like, on my phone. I don't know, I wasn't thinking, I wasn't trying to do anything. I just felt like really bad. Like, I don't know, I couldn't explain it because I'd never had a panic attack before or some sense of anxiety. The party ends and everybody leaves, and so I'm still sitting. I literally sat in one spot for a good hour. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I was thinking. That's impossible for me. I'm up and about. I like, you know, talking to my family and stuff like that. I sat in that one spot for an hour, and I have no clue what I did. So then everybody leaves, and then I feel like I have more time to like think to myself, I guess. So as I'm thinking, like, I start panicking. I can't breathe. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. My muscles, they just get really tense, like I'm shaking, and I can't explain what is happening to me. It didn't make any sense. I was having all these like different things going on at the same time. I couldn't think straight. I felt like I was being like constricted by like some type of giant snake or something. Like I didn't know what to do. I tell my mom, like, I don't know what's happening to me. I can't breathe. Like, what's wrong with me? And then all of a sudden it clicks to me. She's like, maybe you have anxiety, because my father has anxiety, and he used to get prescribed for it and go to the doctor for it. So she gave me some tea, and I just sat there and was just like, wow, like, that was crazy. I've never felt that in my entire life. Like, that was horrible. I never want to feel that. And obviously, you know, it comes and goes every once in a while. But yeah, that's my first story. And I wanted to tell that story simply because I know for those of you who share having anxiety, I feel like we all have that story. We all have that trigger. Apparently mine was some stupid boy that I could care less about now. We all have something that causes it within us, and it really sucks. It really sucks to have this because it can happen at any time, at any place. It can happen for as long as it wants to. At that point, it lasted me about like 1 to 2 hours before it went away. That's the longest I've ever had a panic attack. Other times, you know, it could last 5 minutes, it could last 20 minutes, it could last like 10 seconds in different durations, you know. It's kind of like its own person. It does whatever it wants. I feel like that's really hard to cope with in life sometimes because, you know, people don't know what's going on inside your head. They don't know that you're having a panic attack. They don't know that you get this sense and that stuff like this happens to you. And it's hard for people who don't have it to really understand. But what I want to prove here is that it shouldn't matter to you if people don't understand it, because nobody understands it. You don't even understand it. It's something that you just have to take and push aside and don't let it affect your entire life. For me, I don't get anxiety attacks very often, which I'm very grateful for. But I know that there are people out there who do get them consistently. Having anxiety is something that you really shouldn't be ashamed of. It's not something that you feel like you shouldn't talk to people, or feel like when you're having a panic attack that there isn't somebody that you can go to, okay? I want you to be able to come to your family. I want you to be able to come to your friends, people that you care about when you're going through something like this, because they are not going to judge you. People that love and care about you, they are going to take this and be so supportive of you. And anytime that you need them, they're going to be there when you're going through something like this. People care. If they see, you know, somebody that they love and cherish freaking out and panicking and feeling like they can't breathe and not knowing what to do, you know, they're gonna help. They're gonna help you because they love you and they care about you. And I really hope that every single one of you out there have that one person, at least one person, that you can go to when stuff like this happens, and just to have them calm you and say that they're there. Because to me, when I'm going through a panic attack, I feel like the most important thing for me to get it to go away is just to have a person there and just to say, hey, I'm here. I support you. I love you. I care about you. And you're going to be okay. You just need to breathe. For those of you who may not have anxiety or depression, but you know someone who does, you know, I feel like that's just the best thing that you can do. Because honestly, being depressed or having a panic attack, it makes you feel so isolated and so alone. And so for you to prove to them that they're not alone and that they have you in their life is something that's really going to be able to help them in that time. I always felt like I couldn't express that side to people, and so that was why I couldn't talk to people when I was going through something like that. And I feel like that's just not the way to go. Your friends and people that you love, even your boyfriend or girlfriend, they need to be able to see all sides of you and see who you are. But that doesn't mean that that part of you is all of you. That doesn't mean that that's who you are. Depression and anxiety doesn't make you the person that you are. Yes, it's something that you have to put up with. It's something that you have to overcome. and that's something that when it does happen, you need to be able to know how to handle it. When people look at you, they're not going to see you as, oh, you're a depressed person, or oh, you have anxiety, and it's going to happen a lot. Okay, when people look at you, that's not what they're going to see, because that's not all of you. That's only something that happens to you when you're really going through something or something really triggers it. But that's not the person that you are. And I really want to establish that, because I always felt that I couldn't talk to people about these things, because then they would be like, okay, she's crazy. She's crazy. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She needs to go to a mental hospital. But no, 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 no. Please do not think that. Please do not think that these things make you who you are and they make you a bad person and that you should be ashamed of who you are, because that is not true. You are an amazing person no matter what you go through. And the fact that you are able to go through these things and overcome them every day or every week or every month or however often these things happen to you, the fact that you're able to overcome them, people are going to look at that and they're going to respect you. You have the strength and willpower to overcome something that's so difficult and so hard to overcome that I'm sure many people who don't have this would not be able to overcome these things. The world gives you challenges and obstacles because it knows that you can handle them. I have so many amazing people that I know that go through things like depression and anxiety, or even just senses of extreme sadness at certain points in their life, and it's really hard to see, but these are also some of the most happy and positive and amazing people that I've ever known. So don't think that these things make you who you are. Don't think that you can't still be a happy and positive and spontaneous person just because you're in a moment and you're not yourself. But that's the point. When you're in these instances of life, you're not yourself. You don't feel like yourself, because you're not happy. Being happy and loving your life and having all this positivity, that is who you are. Not this negative side of you. And don't let it control you. Find ways to cope with it. A lot of the times when I was feeling like that, I would write about it, kind of just like free write. Like, okay, whatever I wanted to concoct it into. Listening to music, going out with people, and just getting your mind off of it. There are so many ways for so many different people as to how they overcome it, and you can. And I just want to express that. I want to express that's not who you are. You can overcome it, let people in, and let them be able to be there and support you going through such a hard time. What's the saying? Can't have the rainbow without a little rain. Am I right? Yeah, that wasn't very good. So yeah, let people in, love yourself, let people love you, and you can still live a happy and amazing life and still be loved and respected by everybody that you meet. I know that this video mainly consisted of anxiety simply because I feel like I have the best concept of it. I never really had depression per se, as much as, I'm sure a lot of people go through in the world every single day. But I still feel like I can kind of connect to it on the sense of like, you have a moment in your life where you don't feel yourself, and you feel like you're in this hole and you can't really get out of it and you don't really know what you're doing with your life. To me, it seems that it's a lot harder to go through things like that because depression tends to be a lot more widespread in sense of time. You could have an anxiety attack and it can last you 10 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. But depression, I feel like it's something that you go through for quite some time, a few weeks, a month, kind of just like your slump. You don't know what to do, you're questioning yourself and everything that you've done in life, and you feel like you could be doing more, but you just don't know how. I know there are people that have very severe depression, and that's really hard to cope with because it's much longer than that. It's not just a slump, it's constant. But I don't want people that have depression to feel like they can't live normal lives and go back to that whole concept of, I can't be happy, I can't be this happy person, and people are going to see me as this depressed person all the time, and they're not going to see the real me. we see the real you. You simply need to just let people in. If you let people in and you show them, this is something I'm going through, but I'm still a good person. I still have good intentions, I still am trying to stay positive and involve myself in other people's lives and just simply care about people and the world that I'm living in. People are going to see that. They're not just going to push you to the side just because they think, oh, you have this condition. It's not a condition. It's just something that you have to face every day that's a little different than people that don't have to do it. I feel like really just having self-reflection and really just taking the time every single day to prove to yourself that you're worth it, to prove to yourself that you have talents and aspirations and dreams, and knowing that you have the opportunity just as much as anyone else to be able to progress and make those dreams come true just as much as any other person. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying that it's not going to require hard work and effort every single day of your life. But know that if you really want it, if you really want to live a happy life, and you really want to be happy and just hang out with your friends, hang out with your family, and just feel like you belong where you are, you have to try. I can say that right now. But the only way you're going to change your life around is if you choose to, and you want to make a difference in your life, and you want to be a better person. Even for those of you who don't have depression and don't have anxiety, life works the exact same way. You gotta want it. You gotta want to be happy. You want to spread positivity. You want to love people and show people that there is good in the world. Social anxiety is something that I feel is extremely difficult. I wouldn't say that I particularly have it, but just the sense of not being able to talk to people, not being able to talk in front of a room, much more than your average person, because nobody really likes talking in front of a bunch of people. It's kind of like one of the biggest fears, I think, one of the top fears. I feel like that's really difficult, and that's something that if you really want to overcome that, you have to try. You have to put yourself out there and try and talk to people. Like, I still have those moments where it's like, all right, can you order for me? I'm kind of feeling angsty. I don't really feel comfortable. I feel like I'm gonna mess up. I think that's the main thing. People feel like they're gonna mess up and sound stupid, but you shouldn't. You shouldn't. And if you do end up sounding dumb, it's okay. You can make a laugh out of it. And remember that time where you messed up. But, they're not gonna judge you for it. They're not gonna get mad. Those people, the people that serve you at restaurants and things like that, they're paid to work with people and talk to people. And so, what are they gonna prefer? Somebody that's really rude to them, or somebody that made a mistake and then got a laugh out of it? That's going to give them comfort. With depression, with anxiety, social anxiety, any type of anxiety, any type of depression, you have to want a better life for yourself. You have to try to create a better life for yourself. Meet new people. Try to form better connections with the people that you already know, your friends and family. No matter what struggles you're going through, don't feel like that's gonna pull you back from doing what you want to do in life. I made this video because I wanted to prove to people that go through this every single day, every week, every month, however often you go through these things, you can still live a happy and healthy life. I want everyone watching this to know that if you feel like you don't have somebody that believes in you, that I believe in you, and I know that you can overcome anything that you set your mind to. If you don't have someone out there that you feel is supporting you, I am supporting you. Everyone who watches this, I have faith in you, I believe in you, I know that you can accomplish anything that you want to do in life, and I know that you are going to change your life, and you're going to be a better person, and you're going to be happy. That's the main key in life, is being happy. And that's something that I want so badly for every single one of you out there, and I hope that you know that. Now give me a hug. Yep. We're gonna hug it out. Okay, so now that we've hugged it out, we are reaching the end of this video. I really hope that you took something from this, whether you have these things that you go through or you don't, but know someone who does, or simply just learning how to make your life better and be happy. Because happiness is key. Actually, I think that's imagination. But if you get that, and I'm not just a dork, like this video. So be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will be trying to post as often as I can. In my next few videos, I hope to start doing some story times and some collabs with some of my friends. So should be pretty fun. I hope that all of you are having a really good summer and are enjoying your vacation. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you soon with a new video, and thank you for watching.